That was a Metzger. He was in apprenticeship during the Revolutionary War. He opened his shop in 1777, and he retired in 1810. So that gun was made sometime in that time frame. But one below it is an old trade rifle, smoothbore, 52 caliber, and it's been converted to cap lock. It was originally a flintlock, and it's from the 1700s. But the next one down from that, the half stock, that's a 1803 Harper's Ferry. May have been the gun that Lewis and Clark took on that expedition, because it was fresh off the factory line at that time, and it was the M16 at the time. And then one below that there is a Henry Derringer, and it came out in
same company as the little single shots.
Single shot, little pistols. That's where their name of fame was. But he had a military contract, and that's one of his military guns. And that one was made in 1841, but they started making it in 1870. Yeah. Okay. And then the one below that, this in here, is a Jaeger, German made. But look at the artwork in that. Look at the carving. That's horn. That's a carved horn. And then you look all the way down the barrel, look at all the engraving tooling on that barrel, the full length of it. I mean, that's a piece of artwork.
And would that be flint, or is that?
No, this is a cap lock. And here I have, this one here is your J. Henry. This was the big gun for the fur trade. This was the gun that was brought out most during the rendezvous time period. But this one here was made a little bit later, 1847, because it's a cap lock. But there's the J. Henry on it. And it's a 44 caliber. This one here is a Harper's Ferry. Was about this long. It's been cut down into and it's an early conversion.
I've got the long version at home.
This is an early conversion. You see, this is where the pan was for the flintlock. So they just put the hammer on, bent it over, and then drilled directly into the barrel for the nipple.
Yeah, I have the one that didn't have the hammer.
Yeah, and that's an early conversion.
Yeah.
And then, of course, your Belgian shotgun, double barrel.
Yeah.
Damascus barrels. You see the twist in the Damascus barrels. And this was one guard duty on for horses. The double barrel shotgun was popular amongst the mountain men because the Indians respected it. It had 2 shots.
Yeah.
Plus buck and ball usually was the load. Pretty devastating.
Puts down.
And that's just a single shot shotgun. This one I like. It's a Lloyd's, Thomas Lloyd's of London. And it has a safety. You slide that forward and it locks that hammer in half cocked. Okay. So it can't be fired.
You wouldn't even have thought of that back in the day.
And it's a 48 caliber smoothbore, but I love the feel of that gun.
That's an interesting balance to it too.
And then this one, look at that barrel on that. That speaks authority. When you see that point at you, back up.
Yep.
That's about a 69 caliber.
Wow.
Nice weight.
Yeah. That's
still a tad bit of recoil to her.
You know, they're not too bad. They just lift up a little bit.
Get a good nose on it. So.
Yeah, this one's
no desert
that one,
eagle.
I love the feel of it, and it fits so nice in your belt. That's what I like about that one. Yeah. And then you look at the repair on that forearm.
Oh, yeah.
They've replaced that whole front forearm on that pistol. But they did a really great job. That's an early repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So which ones you said were the most common that you would have seen?
During the fur trade?
During the fur trade, yes, sir.
This one here, the J. Henry.
J. Henry, okay.
That was the one that was brought out the most during the fur trade, so it was a popular rifle. There's almost every one of the mountain men owned one of them at one time.
Did they switch over from flintlock to percussion pretty quick, or were they a little slower?
There were some trappers that never switched.
Okay.
They stayed with the flintlock, but then others made the change. Nathaniel Wyeth at Fort Hall, when it was established in 1834, he sent his hunters out to bring me in meat. They came back empty-handed once. They said we had misfires, hang fires, and he had his blacksmith convert their guns to cap-lock. So that was 1834. So there was cap-locks out here during the fur trade.
Well, and they were a lot easier to.
But the only main problem was with supply and demand. You know, the supplies for caps weren't coming out. If you run out of caps, you're in trouble. Flintlock, you can always find a piece of flint to make.
So at the rendezvous, you picked up all the caps you could get.
Yeah, along with your powder.
Yeah, I sure was deceived on the Hawken.
Yeah. But yeah, this is more of the, during the early fur trade, this was with the Hawken.
Yeah.
It was a full stock flinter, and then they converted over to the cap lock in the 1830s. We make the toboggans, that's made just like what they were making them back then. We go out and snowshoe out in 5 feet of snow and do winter camps. The wife goes with me, that's her toboggan there. Between her toboggan and mine, we can get our whole camp in. And this is our tent we use for our winter camps. Because the beauty of it is you kick that 6 tons drop down, you got it sealed up. It's nice for privacy and keeps you warm. Absolutely.
Did mountain men carry more than one gun when they would go out? Or they have like a work gun?
They would probably carry 2 rifles, and you'd definitely carry a pistol backup. You'd have if you had more armament. If you're out here trying to protect yourself from the elements and bears and grizzlies and Indians, you want to have a little bit of armament with you. But I 2 pistols or a pistol and a rifle or a couple of rifles. Someone would carry a rifle and then a shotgun, like these double barrels. I was saying that was a very, for guard duty, the Indians respected this because you had 2 shots. Plus you could load it up with buck and ball. And so, a shotgun was kind of common with a trapping party. I'm not saying every man carried one, but out of a party, there of 5 to 10 men, there probably would always be a double barrel amongst them. Or a trade gun or 2, because they were trading with the Indians too. Sometimes a little bit of trading can keep you out of a fight.
This is what they used mostly for trade, wasn't it?
Well, not really. This is more like what they'd use for trade. Smoothbore, only in a flinter, but a smoothbore like that. These military guns were actually guns. Mountain men would carry them too. But I'm sure those 1803s became popular because that was the forerunner of the half-stock Hawken. People started carrying those half stocks, and you paid more for a half stock than you did a full stock. You would think there'd be more wood involved, but the half stock took more work to make than the full stock, and so they were more expensive.
Yeah, you'd have to put your underrib on and extra thimbles and all that. So there was more detail to it.
Yeah, and they cost more to build.
See, that one would be closest to what we hear.
The long rifle, the one the Revolutionary War, that's the long rifle.
I have an 1803 and it's the barrel's blown out, so it's just like a Fowler. Do you run into that kind of? Does this still have rifling in your 1803?
Yep.
It does.
Rifling. Actually, that 1803, if you got one that you think is blown out, have you dropped a light down it?
Not light, no.
Because you can drop a light down. Sometimes that one there, it's 57 at the muzzle, and it's smoothbore at the muzzle, but it only goes down that far, and then it goes into rifle.
Oh, okay.
54 because it was made to thumb start. And when I bought that on an auction, they said, "Oh, it's been bored out, and there's no rifling in it." Well, I got it home, and I tried to drop a 57 caliber down it, and it didn't go. I had to get a screw and pull it out, and then I found out that it was rifled, and it was 54. About an inch down the barrel.
A lot easier to load in a hurry.
And somebody just coned it.
Yep.
And I'm sure that was a typical practice. You might want to check that on you.
I'll check that out. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.